What really changes in your body if you drink more water? Does your energy increase? Does your skin glow? Do your kidneys work better? Or are some of these claims not as strong as we think? In this video, we will not present water as a miracle drink. Instead, we will look at which systems water truly affects in the body, which benefits are supported by strong evidence, and which claims should not be exaggerated. Because drinking enough water supports the normal functioning of the body, but drinking more water than necessary does not always mean being healthier. First, let's make an important distinction. In this video, when we say drinking more water, we mean moving from a level close to dehydration to a more adequate fluid intake. In other words, we are not talking about someone who already gets enough fluid forcing themselves to drink much more water. A large part of our body is made up of water. Water plays a role in blood circulation, inside cells, in the digestive system, sweating, urine production, and the regulation of body temperature. That is why a lack of water can affect not just one organ, but many systems at the same time. Daily water needs are not the same for everyone. Age, body size, air temperature, physical activity, illness, pregnancy, breastfeeding, and some medications can change fluid needs. That is why saying everyone should drink exactly this many glasses a day is scientifically too simplistic. So how can we understand whether we are dehydrated? One of the most practical signs is urine color. Very dark yellow urine, especially if it continues throughout the day, may suggest that fluid intake is low. A pale yellow color is generally associated with adequate hydration for most healthy people. However, some vitamins, medications, and health conditions can change urine color. This video is not medical advice. Fluid needs may be different for people with kidney, heart, or liver disease. People who use diuretic medications, athletes who lose a lot of fluid, or people who frequently experience dizziness and fainting should consult a healthcare professional for personal advice. One of the first effects of drinking water is seen in blood volume and circulation. When the body receives enough fluid, the liquid part of the blood remains more balanced. This can make it easier for the heart to carry blood to the tissues. This effect is especially important in hot weather and during exercise, because when the body heats up, it loses water through sweating. When sweat evaporates, it cools the body. But if the lost fluid is not replaced, sweating and the circulatory system can become more strained. The important point here is this: drinking water does not automatically give you extra energy, but mild dehydration can be associated with feelings of fatigue and mental fog in some people. In this case, drinking water can make you feel better because it replaces something that is missing. The brain is one of the organs that is sensitive to fluid balance. In cases of mild dehydration, attention, short-term memory, reaction time, and mood may be affected in some people. So what is the reason for this? When fluid loss increases, blood volume and electrolyte balance can change. This can also change the working conditions of the brain. As a result, you may feel more tired, tense, or distracted. In the afternoon, while looking at a screen, your head aches slightly, your mouth is dry, your urine is dark, and after your morning coffee, you have hardly drunk any water. In such a situation, the problem may sometimes not be complicated, but simply a lack of fluid. Here too, it is necessary not to exaggerate. Drinking water does not solve lack of sleep, chronic stress, or irregular nutrition on its own. If a person is constantly tired, the reason may not only be drinking too little water. Many factors can come into play, such as sleep quality, iron deficiency, thyroid problems, stress, nutrition, and inactivity. But if headache, dry mouth, dark urine, and difficulty focusing are seen together during the day, a simple thing can be checked first. Have I had enough fluid today? The kidneys are one of the main organs that regulate the body's fluid balance. They filter the blood and remove excess water and some waste substances through urine. When enough water is consumed, urine becomes more diluted. This may reduce the possibility of some substances becoming concentrated in the urine and forming kidney stones. This is one of the areas where drinking water is most strongly discussed when it comes to kidney stones. One of the strongest practical recommendations on this topic is to prevent urine from becoming too concentrated. However, kidney stones cannot be explained by water alone. The type of stone, diet, genetic predisposition, urine chemistry, and the person's general health condition also affect the outcome. Water should not be thought of as a magic detergent that cleans the kidneys. The kidneys are already filters that work continuously. Water does not miraculously renew the filter here. Rather, it plays a supportive role through blood flow, urine volume, and urine concentration. The situation may be different for people with kidney disease. In some advanced kidney diseases, excess fluid can accumulate in the body. Therefore, a person with kidney disease should act according to their personal plan given by their doctor, not according to general internet advice. Adequate fluid intake is also important for the digestive system. Especially together with a fiber-rich diet, water can help stool remain softer. Fiber holds water. It can increase the volume of intestinal contents and support bowel movements. For example, if you consume fiber-rich foods during the day but take in very little fluid, the intestinal contents may not soften as much as you expect. That is why fiber and water should be generally considered together. But it is not realistic to solve all constipation problems just by drinking water. Constipation can be related to low fiber intake, inactivity, some medications, stress, bowel habits, and some diseases. If a person already drinks enough water, drinking even more water alone may not make a noticeable difference. At this point, the effect of water should be understood mostly as completing what is missing. In other words, water is one of the necessary parts for the normal functioning of the digestive system, but it is not the only part. Now let's come to the most popular claim. Does water really make the skin look better? One of the most popular claims about drinking water is about the skin. We often hear the sentence, "Drink more water, your skin will glow." The truth is more balanced. Adequate fluid intake is necessary for skin health. Dehydration can contribute to the skin looking drier and duller. Some studies have shown that, especially in people with low water consumption, additional water intake may be associated with small improvements in skin hydration. However, drinking water alone is not a method that eliminates wrinkles or completely changes the skin. On the weight management side, water has a more concrete advantage. Water has no calories. Replacing sugary drinks with water can help reduce daily calorie intake because water contains no calories. This does not mean drinking water burns fat. The more accurate expression is this: water can support a more balanced eating pattern, especially when it replaces sugary drinks. So far, we have explained what water does, but now let's look at something at least as important, what we misunderstand about water. First misconception: the more water, the more health. This is not true. The body has a fluid amount it needs. Going far beyond this does not automatically increase the benefit. Second misconception: everyone should drink 8 glasses a day. This is an easy-to-remember recommendation, but it does not fully reflect personal needs. Some people can stay adequately hydrated with less. Some may need more because of hot weather, exercise, or health conditions. Third misconception: no fluid other than water counts as water. In fact, tea, coffee, milk, soup, and foods with high water content can also contribute to total fluid intake. Of course, sugary drinks and high-calorie options should be evaluated differently. Fourth misconception: drinking too much water is completely harmless. Excessive water consumption can rarely but seriously lower the sodium level in the blood. This is called hyponatremia. Symptoms such as nausea, headache, confusion, muscle cramps, seizures, and loss of consciousness may occur. Endurance athletes, people who use certain medications, and people with kidney or heart problems should be especially careful. As a result, the goal with water should not be drinking the maximum amount, but getting enough and keeping it balanced. In summary, 1. Drinking enough water supports basic systems such as circulation, temperature balance, the kidneys' removal of waste, and digestion. 2. Mild dehydration may be associated with symptoms such as fatigue, reduced attention, mood changes, and headaches in some people. 3. More water is meaningful only if fluid intake is insufficient. For a person who is already adequately hydrated, excessive water drinking is not an extra guarantee of health. The clear main message is this: water is a basic tool for the normal functioning of the body, but it is not a miracle, it is a matter of balance. A simple check you can ask yourself during the day is this: what are my thirst level, urine color, air temperature, and activity level telling me today? You can share this in the comments. In which situation do you most often forget to drink water during the day? For scientific but understandable health content like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.